Oh, hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome once again to another episode of The Cider Drinker. On today's episode, we are going a little oldie English, and we're trying out another canned cider straight from the supermarket. Today's cider is Oldie English medium dry cider. Now, if you do looking about in the supermarkets, you are most likely going to find these Oldie English cans in pretty much any supermarket at all. It's quite a common one, but is it going to be a good common one? Well, I will be finding out soon, but with every other cider I've done, let me give you some little details on Oldie English medium dry cider. Gamer's Oldie English cider comes in these 440ml cans, which you can get in packs of 4, and it also does come in 2-litre plastic bottles as well, if that so takes your fancy. The alcohol percentage of this one is 4.5% volume, so pretty standard strength there. It says right on the front there it's going to be a medium dry cider, and the price varies quite a lot throughout the supermarkets, but the cheapest I have found it for is £3.89 for 4 cans. So for 4 cans, that's actually not bad value, if I'm being honest. But is it going to taste good? We'll find out. Alright then, it says right on the front here, made with English apples, so straight off the bat you know it's going to be an industrially made cider because, you know, with and from, I've done that conversation before, so I won't go into it. Another little interesting tidbit of this one is it's actually a byproduct of William Gamer and Son, you know, the guys that make Gamer's original cider and all that. So this is obviously another one of their products, so well, we'll see how it tastes. Let's see, it actually does have a little bit of writing on it. We take pride at Gamer Cider Company in ensuring that this deliciously refreshing cider is of the highest quality. This commitment to quality was made in 1770 by our founding cider master, William Gamer, and continues to this day to help us produce what we believe to be the gold standard in English cider, Oldie English. Well, that's kind of a bold claim there, William Gamer. I'm not too sure if I agree on it being the gold standard in English cider. You've got a lot to live up to if you're going to beat blummin' Gwatkin Yarlington Mill, that's for sure. But with the industrially made ciders, is this going to be better than some of the other ones? We're going to find out, because I am going to go and get this can open. Speaking of which, I guess the can does its job well, you know, oldie English font there and everything, but nothing really outstanding about it. I mean, if I saw this amongst other ciders, it wouldn't exactly blow me off my feet and go, oh my god, yes, I have to get this cider right now. But the price is quite cheap for a 4-pack can, you know. The cheapest I got it for was £3.89 for 4. There's not a lot to sniff at there, so let's go and get this can open. Alright, let's go and give it a whiff. Well, for a medium dry cider, it smells sweeter. Normally I'm hit with a kind of a bitterness, but in this one there's not really that at all. In fact, I'm pretty much smelling sugars. Yeah, it's got a really sweet whiff about it, so medium dry, I'm thinking more medium sweet here, but we'll find out as I pour this into the glass. Now, obviously, with it being an industrially made cider, there's not going to be any sediment or anything at all, so I'm just going to whack this whole can in there. Now, as you know, I've had little run-ins with cheap canned ciders before. Some have been good, some have been naff, so we shall see how this one does. But that's what it looks like. Kind of a light golden colour there again. Pretty standard colour, really. Light carbonation too. Little bit of froth on the top, but overall pretty standard look for a cider, to be honest. So, let's go and give it a whiff. Okay, you are getting a slight bitterness in the glass now, but there is still that overlaying texture of like sweetness as well, so I reckon they've definitely added sugars or at least sweetness to this, even though it doesn't say. You just say it contains sulfites and that's it, so oh well, you never know, it might taste alright. So I'm going to go and dive into this can. Cheers guys, bottoms up. That's a lot sweeter than I was expecting. I will definitely not say that this is medium dry, not at all. It's definitely had sugars or sweeteners or something of the sort added to it. However, it's not as sugary or sweet as some of the other canned ciders that I've tried. It's not that bad, and actually it did have quite a bit of bitterness towards the end of the taste as well. But I'll go in for a second opinion. It's kind of not sickly sweet, but you can definitely tell there is a sweetness to it. There's a little bit of gumminess to it, but again, it's nowhere near as bad as some of the other canned ciders that I've had, so it's not that bad. In fact, there is quite a nice aftertaste to it. It's almost, yeah, it is almost like a dry kind of crisp aftertaste to it. Bearing in mind that the rest of the taste is pretty standard stuff really for a canned cider, but like I say, it's not as overpowering as some of the other ones that I've tried. There's a slight astringency to it, a little bit of acidity almost, but again, like I say, it's not bad. It's kind of full-bodied, and at least the flavours do actually linger on your tongue as well. So yeah, it's quite a nice little cider actually, especially for the price I paid for it. That's not too bad. I'm quite pleasantly surprised with Olde English. I mean, obviously, because it is an industrially made cider, you know, you're not going to expect a taste sensation in your mouth, but the thing I definitely don't agree with here is it's saying it's a medium dry cider. There is no way in hell that this is a medium dry cider. If anything, it's probably a medium sweet, if not more, due to the sweeteners and sugars that they've added into it. Aside from that though, you're not getting very many bad things in this cider. Compared to some of the other ones that I've had, this one is, well, as they say, gold standard, although, you know, that's like comparing, you know, fake gold to real gold, really. Yeah, the aftertaste is, it's a little bit sweet, but there is that certain dryness to it as well. Like, it has kind of left my mouth feeling a little parched, shall we say, so I'll go for another one. I would actually class this as what I like to call a festival cider. If you remember all those reviews back, I think it was like my 20th review or something, I did Blackthorn cider, and I said it was a perfect festival cider in that if you were going to like a music festival or something and you wanted a cheap cider to drink, then that would be ideal. And this one is pretty much exactly the same, except cheaper. It does seem to be cheaper than Blackthorn around sometimes, and it does taste a lot nicer as well. There's not that you know, that real acidity to it that makes you like kind of, oh, you know, do I really want to taste it anymore? But this one is nicely balanced, I think is what I'm looking for. It's a nicely balanced cider. But if you don't like your overly sweet ones, then I'd look elsewhere, because this is very misleading saying it's a medium dry, but it's definitely more like a medium sweet or something like that. I think I'm going to go for a final taste before the final verdict. Yeah, overall it's not too bad. You can actually taste, you know, there is an apple taste to it as well, whereas some others you can just taste sugar, but there is a nice underlying, almost like, yeah, like a dry, crisp apple taste to it. So that's a plus as well. The carbonation isn't too bad either. It's not doesn't make you feel like you're going to belch all the time, because some of these industrial ciders have just been carbonated so much that you just, you know, you're belching every second after taking a little sip or something. But with Olde English, I think the best way to describe it is, like I said, well balanced. So for a cheap canned cider, I'd actually recommend going out and getting these, especially for the price you can get them. I'm going to go and give Olde English Cider a 7 out of 10. I would actually say that this is probably the best canned cider that I've tried yet. Totally trumps the Woodpecker and Blackthorn and definitely Crumpton Oaks ciders that I've tried. So if you see this in the supermarket shelf, which you probably will, go out and get a 4-pack. Oh, there's a belch. Yeah, go out and get a 4-pack because it's a surprising little number, this one. And like I say, if you're going to a music festival or something, it's absolutely ideal because, like I say, 4-pack for £3.89, you really can't sniff at that. Well, that was another episode of The Cider Drinker for you guys. Hope you liked it, and like I say, if you like your cheap canned ciders, go out and get a 4-pack of Olde English Cider because this is a nice little surprise for you guys. I'm telling you that. So, until next time, I will be back with another delicious and tasty cider. Until then, I'm going to finish me off this can of Olde English Cider. Take care, guys. Until next time.